Hey, welcome back everybody. Today we're just going to do a short, simple, easy video. It's one of these kits. What is that? McKean, I think is how you pronounce it. It is a 40-foot double door auto box car. Division 7. NMRA. Division 7 out of Cincinnati. And it is a special car that they had. It's a V&O. I've got a couple of these over there already, but it doesn't hurt to have another one, I guess. So we're going to put this together and take a look at this kit. All right, let's take a look at this kit here. It's a McKean, I think that's how you say it. V&O 31184, 40-foot double door box car from Cincinnati Division 7 NMRA. They made I think they made a few different kinds of cars and stuff. I've already got one or two like this. I think I got this exact same road number in a different one. So I picked this one up a while back for a couple bucks I seen. So, and McKean, I've got some McKean kits. I think I got a covered hopper and a center beam car. A pretty nice card, I think. So here it is. I mean, they're not really super, I mean, like some cars are, but they are nice. So you get this little spot up here, but that'll be covered by the walkway. So, and then you get the directions. And a pretty simple build. It's basically just about like putting together one of the matching blue box cars. You know, pretty much the same thing, just about. So you got the ladders and a few other things on there, and some detail parts. Looks like. The weight. Let's see here at the bottom of the chassis, or the frame, I guess you want to say. And then here's the bottom of the box car, and that frame goes on there. So, and then it comes with plastic wheels, and I don't have any more metal wheels. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these for now until I give me some more metal wheels. I need some bad. And then some more parts. You got the brake parts and air cylinders and brake wheel and covers for the couplers, I think. And then trucks. Couple trucks, and it comes with your good old hook horn style couplers. But some people love them, some people hate them. I really don't care. I'm gonna put Katie's on it. I've got some sitting here. So comes with those, and then a couple screws to mount the trucks on, and walkway across the top. So, and then it comes with a couple of pieces of double-sided tape so you can glue or stick your weight in there. But I probably won't use it. I'll use that 3M stuff I got. It's a little bit better, I think. So that way I don't have to worry about the weight flopping around in there, hopefully later on. So get started on this thing here. I thought I'd just do a little easy video on one of these type of cars. I've got another one. It's a little 3-bay hopper, I think. I picked up when I picked this one up. As you can see, let's see here. Where's it? Okay, let's start with this side, I guess. So you just follow the pictures. I guess you could read all this, you know, but I'm not big on. I like looking at pictures better than reading it. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's where those go. Okay. Those little boards right there. Get the ladders. So it gets 4 ladders. Some boards. Oh, okay, go on the side here. And then you got on the edge, front or back or whatever, on the ends, I should say. So let me start putting this together. I'm gonna start with this side to start putting everything together. Like I said, I'm gonna put Katie couplers in it. So, yep, should be pretty easy to do here. So we'll start getting it together. So let's start with the frame here. kind of got a little bow to it. My handy dandy super glue. Let's see here. You always want to make sure ain't no flashing or anything like that. So there probably isn't much on this kit. Let's clean it up here real quick. Just a couple little pieces of flashing on the ends here. It probably really doesn't matter. Now let's see. And then, all right, test fit it. Fits right in there. So, a couple drops of super glue. I use super glue a lot when I can. Pretty good stuff. Holds forever. At least it does for me. Another good thing I like using it is on a lot of my, like when I scratch build and stuff like that. When it dries, you can sand it a little bit. So it works pretty good. So, and that stays in place. And that glue will help it stay in place for forever, hopefully. And then, so you got the tanks and the brakes, parts, and stuff like that. Let's see how this, like that. Take, let's see this off. And it mounts somewhere there. I don't know. There's no locations for any of this stuff. You just have to look at the picture and just kind of guess, I guess. So, looks like it goes right here in the front. Let's see here. I'm gonna need a bigger drill bit. So, let me get these brake parts on real quick. Looks like I'm about to drill some holes to put the pin for them to fit down in to stay in place. Because it doesn't look like there's any holes drilled. That's simple. Hold on. Alright, I got these pieces on here. Pieces for the brake system. I had to drill the hole out for that one to go into. That one sits on top of two little legs. And the hole that one goes into is too small, so I had to drill it out. And just super glued them in. I just got this little drill bit that's about the same size as the pins that go into the holes, and just put it on an old makeshift hand drill thing, so I can just slowly drill it out. It is pretty easy. Had a little time getting that one on the legs that it goes on because of my big fat fingers, so I had to use the tweezers and put super glue on it. It's been drying for a few minutes. So I think now we'll move on to, let's see here, probably put the couplers on and then the trucks with the wheels, I think. And it's pretty simple. You just got to make sure when you put your framework on the chassis here, on the flat part, that you have these little legs that stick up in the right areas. You have it all the right way it needs to go. So we'll do the wheels and the trucks, and I don't have no metal wheels, which sucks. And the couplers. Put the couplers on real quick. Probably have to put those plastic pieces down over top the couplers and put a drop of glue on them, because I'm sure they won't stay. So let me do that real quick. Alright, I got this couplers put on, the wheels and the trucks put on. So one thing I've noticed with these McKean kits, couplers seem to be off, either just up a little bit or down a little bit. If I use number 5 Katie's, so when I put them in there and use my gauge here, I mean, it's really close. It's super close. It's just maybe just a hair low. So I think it'll be okay. So you can either use the offset. Might be too high for this if I was to use the upper offset one. But if it causes a problem, probably what I do is take the truck back off and put like a little spacer in between the truck and the chassis, and then put it back on. Just a little thin one. It probably ain't. It's probably just a hair off, but I think it'll be fine. I know it's close enough to where it should be okay. So there it is. The number 5's in there. Got a little glue inside there, but it'll be okay. So work it loose a little bit. Put a little bit of oil down in it. Work it back and forth, and then it'll be fine. So probably what I do now is to take some of my black paint over there and paint these covers for the coupler boxes and these other parts, because they're blue. That just looks kind of weird. And on a real rail car, they ain't going to be blue. They're going to be the same color as the chassis. So I'm going to touch those up with some of the black craft paint I got there. And then the next step would be to put that weight in there. Probably won't fit because the screws are all the way in there. Yeah. See, I mean, these are okay kits, but they're not as good as the Athearn blue boxes, I guess. So I'll probably just use some of these sticky back weights I got. I'll probably put about, I don't know, 3/4 of an ounce, maybe an ounce in there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put a couple in there and then see what it feels like. And I usually range between 3/4 and 1 ounce. So each one of these are a 1/4 ounce. So I'll use those. They'll stick good. And if you had to, I would just, if you had to use this, just have to cut those bolts off where they're too long, or just draw out holes so they slip over top of it or something. But you got to make sure if you use these that you get them secure in there really good, or you're just gonna, you know, flop around in a train car. So I'll just use these. They'll be better. Just get them right in the center, you know, glue stuck in there. They'll be fine. So the plastic wheels, they roll okay, but they're definitely gonna get changed because they got a little bit of wobble to them. It's one thing with the plastic wheels, they get your track dirty and they have more of a wobble to them than the metal ones, and they don't roll as good. These ones roll out pretty good. There was a lot of flashing on these trucks, so I had to clean them up really good. And I used my little tool I got here to clean out where the wheels go on the trucks. Cleaned it out. Really didn't need it, but I did anyway. But they roll good for plastic wheels, but I was testing them out here on the flat surface, and they were kind of, you know, not up and down, lumpy. I don't know what you want to call it. But so now the next, let's see, that's all this. And we'll put the, I guess I'll put the weights in, and then put the box on the shelf. And then you got ladders and some other detail parts, and then the walkway on the top, brake wheel, and all that good stuff. So I'll do that here real quick. And it took long to do this. Just, I don't know. Probably sit down, have about half hour into it. Maybe. But let me do this. Alright, I got those weights in. I just put 1 ounce of them in there. Just make sure you get them in there pretty even toward the middle, so it doesn't lean to one side or something. So that should be good. And shout out to my buddy Ryan for saving all those Katy couplers for me. They come in handy. So, and I got him some hook horns. I saved my hook horns for him, and he saves the Katys for me. So, said those screws stuck out so high that that metal bracket wouldn't go in there. And I got my trucks. They don't turn very much. They're hitting somewhere, but they should be okay though. Yeah, I'd say they'd be okay. So now, since we got those in, now we can put this on, ladders and brake wheel and a couple other little detail parts. So I'll do that. All right, I got this Virginian and Ohio box car put together. The The walkway's glued down on the top. I just used super glue gel, Loctite. Put on a little piece of cardboard or paper or something to squirt a little bit out, and take a toothpick and just put it on where you want to put it on at. Usually on top of the, it's like there's little spots there that sits down on, so I just put a little bit on there. And then I took, got lined up where I wanted it. Took the original weight that came with the kit and just sat it right on top. Let it dry for about a half hour or so. So that held it down nice. And then I got a brake wheel and other stuff there, the ladders, all glued on. Same way with toothpick with some of that super glue gel. There's like little legs that come off the car that these glue to, so just put a little drop on each one of them. So I didn't put the placards on. You can see them right there. Really, I got no reason to put them on because I don't have no placard decals to put on the placards, so there's no sense of really putting them on. So none of the other box cars I got have them, so I'm not even going to put them on this one. But you could. It's pretty simple. It just, the directions tell you where to put them and just glue them on. I would use some of that super glue gel. Just dab a little bit on there and pop it on there. So, and then I got those parts under the underside painted black, so it looks a lot better. And I broke one of those ladders getting it off the tree here. So you gotta be very careful trying to get those off. I used a real sharp razor blade on my X-Acto knife and just cut them out. And then they had the flashing on them, so I had to get rid of the flashing. I had to be very careful. So it turned out a pretty nice car. Just wish I had some metal wheels for it. So now I'll take it over to the layout, and I'll run on the V&O train. Now I got some of these box cars already, and some other cars, and I'll get a locomotive and a caboose and build a V&O car or train, and we'll watch them all go. So. That's the third box car back. It's that third boxcar right there. That's most of all my V&O cars I've got on that train, with 2 of the locomotives that I built. Alright, the 2 locomotives on this V&O train are 2 SD40-2s, one's a high hood. I custom painted those. And then that next car, the covered hopper, I custom built, Aspen Blue Box car. And then the third right there is the box car we just built. And the rest of the cars are McKean and Accurails. And then I custom built that caboose. I think that's all my V&O cars, I think. There might be a couple more over there. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I figured I'd just do something short and easy on the McKean V&O boxcar. I got a few of them. The one we built here was this one here, which I've got a couple more. Just different road numbers, and well, that one's the same road number. And this one here was built by Alan himself and sold at the Dayton Train Show, I think last year. Or 2 years ago, right before he passed away. So it was one of the last ones that I guess he offered to sell. And it's really nice. He did some weathering on it and stuff. It's a really nice car. And then my 2 custom built locomotives. And then my custom built covered hopper car I did, Aspen Blue Box car. And then the caboose is a custom built that I did. And I have a couple other locomotives in the caboose. And there's a couple other train cars over there too, I think. So I thought I would just put the train together, throw that car in there, and just do it all V&O. And I really love the V&O. Kind of one of my favorites, I think. So it goes good with my Indiana in Ohio and my PTS in Ohio and the other ones I run. So, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.